foundation of who and what we are, we know that being unique and being ourselves is what this world, this is what society is about. This is what we are doing. This is what we're trying to create, is a world in which we can be ourselves fully and completely. And there is this guy, let me see if I can do this. That one. This guy, Russell Anthony Gibbs, from the book Principle of Oneness, he tells us, each one of us, he tells us, choose to love every facet of yourself unconditionally. You are a complex, multidimensional being, and loving yourself requires identifying and accepting and loving all our seemingly separate parts. This includes your personal self, your broader self, balance of the physical world. Now, that broader self is how you're relating to each other. That's part of what you do too. And so we want to appreciate how we can relate to other people. We want to appreciate how we are relating to ourselves and how we see it. And balance and how we relate to nature in itself. So all of these aspects of ourselves that we are moving to love, how we do it, how our individualized uniqueness does it. Because what we're seeing is the collective universal God, and each one being unique. And you know, one of the things that I found that so many of our ancient teachers taught us that our own inner awareness is where we will be fed and guided and directed. And so this is where we start this inclusion thing. We include all the different parts of ourself. And once we can do that and we harmonize with that, then we have this, we learn how to, and including all of the aspects of who we develop and strengthen our ability to include the next person, because what we are appreciating from each other is each person's uniqueness. And oh God, what's his name? Emerson, when he wrote the book on self-reliance, he really talked about every man has his genius. Every man has a uniqueness. And when we live in a world where every man is able to step into his own uniqueness and his own genius, then the harmony of society will reflect in that unique blending of all the gifts. And you know, and it's really good how sometimes we look at some people that are geniuses and what they brought to this world, and we kind of build them up and say, oh wow, he's really nice. He's developed in his special quality. But have you noticed that when we see somebody, when they develop that quality ends up blessing all of us. All of us get blessed by that quality. And what we are not seeing is that there's, as in these billions of people, there are billions of qualities. This is the universal present, infinite in what kind of qualities can be presented. So if we can embrace ourselves and understand this, that what we are bringing is the uniqueness of who and what we are to this unity of being, we know that we are truly demonstrating the divine presence and its quality of accepting and knowing that everyone is a part of this. One of the things we see these people, you know, when we talk about that spiritual being, if you look at the teachers that came before us, I mean, you talk about those teachers like that was in the 20s and 30s, and it's from all over the world, from all different religions. they kind of told us this thing about us being unified, but they also told us to love and appreciate yourself, because that's where the divine presence is coming. Well, it took science a little while to come up to par, but science is telling you the same thing today. Our research is showing that the foundation in quantum physics, that we all are coming from this same thing. So it is their tap on the shoulder that this existence and this information that they are sharing with us came from within them. Their own inner teacher brought this forth. And they are even being coached and intertwined and mixing with other people in experience, help them bring this into being. Well, this is the quality that would be the mastering of inclusion. Because if I can be myself, and each person can be themselves, and if we can work towards bringing the genius to wherever it is, and however it is, as we bring it forth into expression, we are each going to give something to the people around us. And since this law of attraction that we are experiencing life from is a law that brings towards us into focus those things that we focus on. And this is what this law of being does. So if my qualities and my energies and my expression of what is for me to do comes forth, then that too is coming forth from another person in another way. So just as you would put each musician with their special quality together, society would draw to each one those qualities that would kind of support the other one in being. And this would happen more fruitfully and more effectively if each person would start with the idea that I am who I am, and what I am, and what it is that would bring forth a greater expression of joy and peace and harmony in me. Those are the foundational qualities. Because even if you are a musician, the joy and the pleasure or a person that is writing a book, the joy and pleasure of writing that book is coming forth. And the person that likes to read that book, so that they would blend. They harmonize each other. So we will support each other in being who and what we are. I think that one of the things that was interesting in reading this, the notes that were sent out from CSL, I had to laugh. Ralph Waldo Turing, if I mentioned this man's name, T-R-I-N-E, Trine. Is that right? All right. Anyone, a fool or an idiot, can be exclusive. It comes easy. It takes and it signifies a large nature to be universal, to be inclusive. Only the man or woman of a small, personal, self-centered, self-seeking nature is exclusive. The man or woman of a large, raw, unself-centered nature is never it. The one loves merely himself. One loves merely himself, and the other loves the world. But his larger love for all will find himself included. Do you see what that is? If all of us, when we appreciate the other person, there's a much greater blend of including other people in our life and more harmony. If we are truly understand and appreciate that love of our mankind is how we blend, how we bring about a greatest amount of harmony and peace and joy. And that's what we're trying to get, y'all. We are trying to be, enjoy life more, to be more happy, have more joy. Those qualities are greatly enhanced when I come with what I have, you come with what you have, and we each blend according to our own focus in life. And it's no wonder that we that think in this particular philosophy would be in this particular teaching. But that is true of any teaching. And that's why we honor all of this. Each one has within it the gift for that particular person. And sometimes it stops working and you move on to something else. But the thing about it that we want to do is to make sure that we stay with the idea of being ourselves. When we know and understand the wonder of being who and what we are, it can create us an environment for ourselves that would not only just kind of nurture the idea of me being who and what I am more fully and more completely, but it would help me develop my own personal genius. And you know, the place for this to start is in our homes. How we relate to our family members, how we have already attracted each other to a certain extent, but how we relate them, instead of trying to shape them to be as we are, we would like them to be. We look at the gift of God that is before us and see where it is it, how harmonious, and how can we blend together in such a way that we enhance each other and bring out the beauty in each other and bring more joy and peace and love to each other. This is what we start with. We start with this understanding and this awareness. And as we go forth from this, we will find that inclusion becomes a powerful thing. So, when Herman says this, and this is Ernest Holmes, the teacher here, when he says this, if our human relations are to mean the most to us, we must sense that there is hidden within, around and through each of us, a divine presence. So we start with that foundation thing. Manifesting itself in infinite variations. That is the key. We got to know that it's infinite, that there is no duplication. The same impulse, the same love and life, but never quite alike in any two persons. When we recognize that, we free that other person to be who they are, and we free ourselves to be comfortable in the place and where we are. This, to me, is the most profound way to be inclusive, is to appreciate being unique within ourselves and allowing that other person to be unique and being willing to look for the harmony in that. It's just profound how the shift in the world would be if we begin to do this. And I don't mean that in the sense of judging as much as I mean that let's start now. We can start now. We can go forward from this experience, doing it more and more. And to me, this is a divine opportunity to take a look at that and see how well we can do it. So it's in that awareness and that understanding that we can move forward. So as I ask the musicians to come back, I would say that each one of us has the ability and the consciousness to do this. So I'm going to invite you to look at this, not as something that you have to do, to just look at it and realize that there is a power and there's a presence that is in each one of us. And that presence and that power and that infinite intelligence that is in each one of us will guide us. If we can, the more we get in touch with it, the more that it guides us. And it is so powerful. It is the ultimate power because it helps us create that which will help us experience the wonder and the beauty and the joy and the loving experience of being ourselves. And those qualities that we have attributed to outside are no longer attributed outside. We recognize that they are coming from within and that we all have the ability, absolutely everyone, and each and every person has within them that which would give them this. And to the extent that we can embrace it and we can live from it and we can start today. We start today and know it is that way. We go forward from this moment. And the more we do it, the more we experience it and the better we come and the more perfected. And it is like music, you know. I mean, you may have the genius, but you practice anyway. And that's how it blooms and blossoms. Oh. So, say with me this affirmation. I think I am the activity of inclusion. I embrace the multiplicity of creation as a community expressing divinity on earth. Let's say this again. I am the activity of inclusion. I embrace the multiplicity of creation as a community expressing divinity on earth. That's our truth. And thank you for listening.
In the darkest hour, when I cannot breathe, fear is on my chest, the weight of the world on me. Everything is crashing down, everything I've ever known. When I wonder if I'm all alone, I remember. I can't stop thinking about your goodness. I can't stop thinking about, can't stop thinking about, I can't stop thinking about your goodness. remember you were always there for me. I remember, even when my eyes couldn't see, you were there, always there with me.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Oh, I love that. I was thinking, okay, we can sing this for God, but then we think about our mothers that was there, and then our partners. Oh, so many ways that God showed up in our life through people that was always there. But the spiritual presence was behind it all. Yeah. Nice. Very nice. Oh, I'm supposed to talk about the money. Okay. For your donations, we are very grateful and we're thankful. And so if you would go to our website, there's a donate button, and that donate button will take you to the donate page, and it would be a PayPal or a card where you can make you can make it monthly, or you can go forward each time. If you're on your phone, you can find that, go scroll down and you find this donate button, and it would take you to the same page. It would take you to this page. And you can do the same thing, you donate or use PayPal. But on the website, on YouTube, there is a little thing on here in the corner that's for PayPal. You click on that, and it will take you back to this page. So we thank you, and we are very, very appreciative of how much you have donated to us, and that you continue to support us, because it's truly a pleasure for all of us to come into your homes and share our understanding and our feeling about spirit as expressed through many different ways. And so for this, I am grateful. So,
Spirit gives through me, Spirit receives through me, Spirit lives and breathes through me, Spirit lives and breathes through me, Spirit gives through us, Spirit receives through us, Spirit lives and breathes through us. Spirit lives and breathes through us. Spirit gives through us. Spirit receives through us. Spirit lives and breathes through us. Spirit lives and breathes through us.
thank you. So join me in knowing and understanding that the heartfelt gratitude that we have for the gifts in this basket and the gifts that you mail to us. And we are thankful that we are continuously supported, and know that the blessings from this go forth as we bless not only our community, our city, and our state, but we bless our country. And we bless all the people that are out there that need a little extra support, and know that there is a divine presence that can come forth at this moment to bless them. And this awareness takes us into our understanding that The divine presence is everywhere, at all times, and able to do all things. And with this consciousness of gratitude and appreciation, we let the universe hear our appreciation as we say together, and so it is. So, Reverend Kathy, you come and bless us out.
So join me, please, as I speak in the first person for each one here, recognizing that presence, that power, which is God, which is love and inclusion. And I am one with God, so I am one with that love and inclusion. I am love and inclusion. And so I hereby proclaim right now that the activity of inclusion is demonstrating through me right now that I love myself, I love everybody, and everybody loves me, that I feel that love and light within me, and so I emanate this love and it reflects to me. And I know right now that I am expressing my unique divine self. And as I am fully myself, I know right now that I'm the best that I can be. And I see the best and good in everyone around me. And so I am so grateful and appreciative for this inclusion that is active in my life right now. I am grateful and appreciative for the love that I have in my life right now. And so with deep gratitude for this entire service and everyone here, I release my word to the law. I know it is done, I know it is so, and together we say, and so it is.
Please join us at home with the peace song. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And we'll see you next week.
2, 3, 4.